Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to Civilization 5. In the last video we agreed with America that we would help them go to war with Carthage. My motivation for doing that is I want to liberate Kathmandu. That's really all I am concerned about in this particular war. I'm not bothered about doing any other damage to Carthage because I want to remain relatively passive and friendly with people. By liberating Kathmandu from Carthage, we won't actually get any warmonger penalty. We'll lose some relationship with Carthage, but we should be okay. We did settle another city. We settled Argos in the last video, which is quite nice. It's next to a mountain. It's got a good source of food and some incense. I also bought a few tiles to get down to this wine. It was originally my plan to hopefully get this wine here, but fortunately the Persians got it before me. I can always try and grab it with a citadel later. I was just having a look around the map and I was thinking maybe if I could settle a city here, which would be nice, but I don't think I can because I think it's too close to Argos. If I could have settled another city there, I'd be next to a mountain and have access to bananas, wheat, cotton, and Old Faithful, and be next to a river. What I should be able to do, though, is actually settle it on this hex. That should be far enough away from Argos. I'd still be able to work the cotton, Old Faithful, I'd get the wheat, I'd get the bananas, at least one of them. The only downside with settling there is that I wouldn't be next to a mountain, which is a bit of a shame, but I think I'm going to get my hoplites to have a look down there and see what we can find. So let's go on to the next turn. I was trying to get my hoplites over to the front because obviously we're going to have a war going on very, very shortly. Still got that unmet player. Still don't know who that last civilization is. And no longer the ally of Ife, which is a bit of a shame, especially considering the number of barbarians that we've dealt with for them. But, oh well, not to worry. I think we're going to actually have a look up in this direction because they have got some barbarians around and I don't know where they are. Hoplites are going to come down and over here. Oh yeah, there's some barbarians. Well, we're definitely going to take that camp out. Okay, what else do we have? We have our scouts. Now, is there really any point in keeping you? Where can you get to that you haven't already? And where did you come from? Let's get you sort of going around in this direction. We might find something useful you can do. Maybe able to even help in the war with Kathmandu slightly. You guys are going to get that wheat connected up, because we definitely need that. Okay, did I have a job for you guys? Not that I can tell. Do we have anything else that needs connecting up? It would be nice to get that wheat. We could afford to buy the tile. That would give Corinth a lot more growth. I think we'll actually do that. So we're going to go in here, buy a tile. And you guys are going to come over here and build a farm. You guys are just getting in position so that we are able to deal with Kathmandu shortly. So you can stay there. You guys need to start getting closer. I think the plan was to put the catapults on the other side of the river, which is what we will continue to try and do. Let's go on to the next turn. Well, let's get this started. So we are now at war with Carthage. Doesn't mean that I'm going to rush straight in here. Not completely stupid. Now we are going to take hits here from Kathmandu. It's unavoidable. But we'll do what we can. Adopt policy. Okay, so what do we go for at this point? Well, the patronage tree makes a lot of sense, because that causes our influence with city-states to degrade even slower than usual, which stacks with our ability as Greece. And it unlocks the building of the Forbidden Palace, which could be very, very useful. It would also be nice to go down the route of commerce. Not exploration in this case, because we don't really have a lot of coastal stuff. But commerce gives us a lot of additional money. However, it is a little bit early on to do that. So I think patronage is probably the way to go, especially until we get rationalism unlocked. So that is what we will do. We get another research to choose from as well. I think at this point, what would we like to go for? Might be nice to get philosophy so we can get the National College up and running, actually. Is probably the best idea. We've got these scouts. Let's start moving them towards Kathmandu. We'll give it a target-rich environment. And yes, I thought there'd be a barbarian camp around, so let's move up here so we can deal with those as and when needed. If I attack these guys, it's going to be across the water, but they are coming towards one of my cities, so I do need to attack them. I don't like attacking across water because, of course, you do take a penalty for that. But the hoplites still massively overpower them, so that is all good. Going to move these hoplites into range. Now, the main reason for doing that, of course, is I'm hoping that it will fire at my hoplites instead of at my catapults. But there's never any guarantee of that happening. So just moving as many units into its range as possible, because one, I want to try and block America from stealing Kathmandu, and secondly, I want to have Kathmandu not actually fire at my catapults. I do also want to make sure that I get some more catapults built if I can. Unit needs orders. You guys have finished that already, have you? Or have you stopped? No, you have finished. So, what you should do next is go and get the incense connected up. But I think what you're actually going to do is you're going to stay there until we clear up those barbarians. Yep, as expected, it went for the catapult, which is a bit of a shame. And their workers are trying to flee. I've got no interest in taking their workers at this point because my workers are already relatively busy. So if I take more workers, it's going to be more gold per turn that I'm spending on upkeep. Oh cool, those guys are coming out to help me. It's going to be more gold per turn that I'm spending on upkeep, and also I'm just going to struggle to find jobs for them all. I'm already buying tiles to get workers something to do. Good, so they helped me out there. That was nice. Sparta has finished its lighthouse. I think we're going to get another catapult going. We're certainly going to need one very soon. We could try and build the pyramids, but again, we don't really need the workers. What should we go for here? I think at this point, let's get a Colosseum going because we don't have great happiness. We do have another catapult there, though, which is nice. So let's start moving you down. It is going to take you a few turns to get there. You are actually going to take the shot. Now, the problem I have is I don't have an awful lot of ranged units. And throwing melee units at the city is just going to get them quite heavily damaged. So I think everyone's just going to sit and stop America from getting in at this point, which is silly, really. I probably should have let America attack and then let them weaken it. That's not a bad idea. I don't think America have enough stuff there to take it anyway. So I could let them move their units in, but I think I'll move you over there, actually. I think that catapult will survive one more round, so we'll see how things go there. We're just going to start to take out this barbarian camp if we can. You guys can stay there as well. Now, our hoplites are weakened slightly. Let's get them on this side of the river, because that's where the barbarian camp is. Let's put you next to the city, and see if that forces them into attacking. Probably won't. And I'll just give a little bit of gap for America. Okay, so the catapult did survive, so I've got a choice to make here. I can either fire with the... Wow, America's suddenly got a lot of troops there. I can either attack with that catapult or try and back out. Now, is America going to be able to do significant enough damage to the city? I don't think they are. Let's take another shot. I do have more catapults coming in. It's not the end of the world, and we can do a significant amount of damage. In fact, we're going to go on to those workers, and we are going to... No, we're going to stay there, actually. Choose production. Corinth, what have you finished? You have finished your monument. You don't have any water resources to work, so it's a little pointless building any. Let's just get a trireme out from Corinth, and then it can actually go and do a bit of exploration for us. I do see some archers coming here from Carthage, which we don't want to run into. So I'm going to bring my scouts back and put them over there. Really should upgrade these guys to crossbowmen now, actually. I'm a little bit silly. I'm trying to take on a city and I don't actually have any ranged units. And I should get some. Right, let's have these guys heal up for a couple of turns. That barbarian camp isn't doing an awful lot that we can't deal with. Ah, now that's actually good. It's firing at my scouts. If it's going to continue to fire at my scouts and leave my catapult alone, I don't have a problem with that. Also, America are directly attacking the Whoa city. Now, this is what I want to be careful of here. I don't want America to end up taking the city. That will be bad for me. Very bad. Right, let's take out this camp before these Songhai spearmen do. Which they probably will still manage to do somehow. A statue of Zeus has been built in the land far away. Not too bothered about that. Promoter unit. Catapult is going to take the insta-heal. Why would it not? Now, the question is, can I do enough damage on a single turn to take Kathmandu? I'm going to go with no. Could America take it? Possibly. So I'm not actually going to attack on this turn. And the reason for that is I'm just going to cross my fingers that America can't quite take it. If I won't be able to take it. If I damage it with my catapult and throw everything I've got at it, it'll probably weaken it just enough for America to take it with ease. I really don't want to have to go to war with America. So we're going to have to see how things go. So we've got a free caravan now. Let's have a look what we're going to do with that in our trade route overview. We've already got one going from Athens to Persepolis. So what is available? Gold-wise, well, Athens to Washington seems the best because we get the best gold and the best science out of that. So let's continue with that, which is the previous route it was on anyway. Unit needs orders, of course. We are still attacking these barbarian camps. And we'll start to bring these units back home and get them all upgraded at some point as well. You can't really do anything. You can't even get close at the moment because there's so much of America's stuff around. So, yeah, it'll take you a while to get anywhere. I think you're just going to stay there for now. And we're really going to cross our fingers here. You're going to stay there. Workers, I don't really need them. I really, really don't need them. But I'm going to try and bring them back into my own territory. And then we can always sell them on or gift them to somebody else if need be. Catapults coming in. Right, okay. Now, this is where we're going to see if America actually managed to take Kathmandu. I'm hoping they don't. You want to buy salt from me. I'm going to assume that I've got the spare salt and carry on with that deal. Wow. Where did they take all that damage? Wow, their health went all the way down and then came all the way back up again, which was very strange. Maybe that's what its health is going to be on when they're finished. I don't think America is going to be able to take it. Right, I think we have achieved what we wanted to achieve here. And that is my catapult is going to fire on Kathmandu. And then my hoplites are going to take it. And all of America's units have just been popped outside the borders. So brilliant, we have got Kathmandu. Now we're going to liberate this city. Because we don't want to take the penalty. And now Kathmandu is our ally. Which is absolutely fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to go and charge down those archers. What we are going to do, not really sure if Kathmandu need the workers, to be honest, but I'm going to take this worker here, and if it will allow me to, which it probably won't, there's another one there that I've captured as well, so let's see what else we can do. Now I'm going to try and get out of this war as soon as possible, really. I'm not going to get out of it too early. I'm going to let America and Carthage fight it out, but at the same time I don't want to get myself, you know, needlessly killed. Okay, what is next? We've got the wheat connected up. Guess we could come over here. Start getting some stuff done at Sparta. You guys now are mainly just going to be defensive. Right, shall we attack you guys again? Minor victory, but we're taking a lot of damage, so let's heal up for a turn or two. Those Songhai spearmen seem to have disappeared. You guys can heal up. You need orders. Well, we don't really need this catapult anymore now. We've actually taken our target. So I think what we will do For a start, we're going to stop building this catapult at Sparta. I know I've already wasted a few turns on it now, which is a bit of a shame. But let's start getting some other things built. Let's try and get the Great Lighthouse if we can. What am I going to do with you? I think I'll just bring you back to my own territory for now. Don't really need you. Declaration from America. America's protecting Kathmandu. Well, that's fine. It's not going to... These guys will always vote for us now. And what was that it says? They recognise your military strength and will give into a tribute demand, which I'm not going to do, although I think you can. I think once you've actually liberated them and they're your allies, they will, even if they stop being your allies, they'll still vote for you. So you could literally just bully them and take lots of tribute, but there's not really any point in doing that. What I want to try and do, if this will actually allow me to, maybe I have to do it this way. Give a gift. Gift a unit. Is it where you have to actually... click on the icon? Let's try that again. Give a gift. Gift a unit. No? Can't give you workers. Okay, fair enough. Which means I now have a lot more workers than I need. So let's get them to friendly territory. I'm probably going to sell at least one of them off because I do have a little bit too much. Finish the monument at Argos. Oh, apparently they didn't finish that farm. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Petra. A lot of points, a lot of production away to complete Petra. So let us get ourselves a library. We did say we were going to use this as a science city because it is next to the mountains. That was the main purpose for doing it. Athens has finished the Colosseum, so that's going to help with some happiness. Now, we don't need more workers, so it seems a little bit pointless building that just for the sake of doing it. A great merchant point would be useful, even though we don't really have much in the way of marble and stone. But I think we're going to try and get it, because there's not an awful lot else that we need to try and get at this stage. We'll take out those archers, and we can have a little bit of a peek over at Carthage and see what else they've got going on there. I think I'm going to use my scouts and sort of get them going over in this direction. Just got to protect Kathmandu because, of course, Kathmandu is our ally and we're still at war with Carthage, which means Carthage can attack Kathmandu. So we do have to be careful there. Right, you've done that. You can now come over here and actually finish that farm. Oh, and wonderful. Barbarians have just spawned right next to us. That is fantastic. Well, let's clear out the camp. Then these guys will actually move into the camp, or at least they should do. You guys build a lumber mill. We'll get some more production going there at Sparta. You guys are going to protect against those archers, so you're just going to stay there. You guys heal up. Catapult can also return to friendly territory. You guys can't attack on this turn, can you? No. So, run away. Ah, missionary, you were clearly on your way to Leventa. You're going to have a little bit of difficulty getting there. Can we embark? Yes, we can. So we'll just go there via sea. Although they don't have the quest anymore. Do any of them have a religious quest? Let us have a look at diplomacy. Yeah, Leventa. They do want the religion. Okay, it's just not... wasn't showing up. Oh, it's because I'm thinking of another mod that actually shows them underneath. So that's fine. We'll go and do that. Unit needs orders. Yep, you are going to go on to alert. Ah, Dido has completed the Great Lighthouse. That is a shame. I knew it was probably a little bit late to start doing that. Sorry this has caused a divide between us. He's getting unhappy that I'm friendly with Kathmandu, but he'll just have to deal with it. I liberated them.
There is only one.
So, unfortunately, we can't complete the Great Lighthouse anymore, which means we have to turn our attention to something else. We get a free social policy for the Oracle. Not sure if it's worth building that here, although it would give us a great scientist point, and it's not going to be too bad for food. We'll get a free social policy. Let's give that... Or should we go for the watermill first? Let's try and get the Oracle. The AI is quite quick at building wonders. Let's have a look at the technology tree now, because we are limited for options. So we have to think more about what we'd like to go for later on. What would be nice to get for us? What would be the most useful things? We're not really going to... I mean, education is probably important, so we should start tracking towards civil service and education. So let's get drama and poetry. I think that's our next thing to do. Promoter unit, you guys get a promotion. We are going to give you drill, because there's a lot of rough terrain around here. Just having a quick look for Carthaginian units. Can't see any at the moment. And, of course, now I've landed right next to your archer, and I'm in range of your city. Fantastic. So you're going to die on the next turn. That was a bit of a waste of a promotion. You guys have actually finished the farm, so you can move over and put a farm on this one as well. And as suspected, those guys actually went and hid in there, so hopefully we can take them out nice and quickly. Let's have a look down here. These guys haven't fully healed, but it would be nice to actually wipe this camp out if we can. Unit needs orders. You guys can just stay there on the hill. Next turn. Yes, we're going to get bombarded by the city, then we're going to get hit by 2 rounds of archers, and that's the companion cavalry dead. Oh, actually, no, they may actually have survived that somehow. Ah, you're being attacked. Don't tell me they're going to take the camp. No, they aren't. Good. I'd have been very, very annoyed if those Songhai spearmen had have taken that camp. And they're not going to get it. Not at all. Okay, so Washington has completed the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, which is very annoying. Wow, will the camera stop moving around, please? Okay. Right, you guys are probably going to die. But you're going to let me wipe this camp out first. Just so these guys can't do it. And they've served their purpose. I wanted to bring them over here to reveal a little bit more of this land and see if there was anything over here worth me settling up a city. I'd still prefer that hex, ideally, but I think you have to be 5 hexes away from another city, and that's 1, 2, 3, only 4 hexes. So this tile should be permissible. I guess I could even do it on that side of the river, because technically wonders do world wonders do count as a mountain. So I could actually build it here. And that puts me within reach of the wheat and one of the bananas. It puts me within reach of the cotton. So that wouldn't be a terrible spot. 1, 2, 3... Well, it's still the same distance, isn't it? That's still the same distance away as that. So I'd have to build there or there. And there puts me even further away from the bananas. So I think that has to be the hex, to be honest. Okay, Athens, you're not having a lot of luck. I mean, I could build the pyramids, but if I built the pyramids, I'd just be building the pyramids for the sake of it. Which is probably not worth it. Anything else we need here? I think we're going to have ourselves another companion cavalry at this point. We do have the spare horses. You're going to continue to take these guys out. As I've said before, even though we are playing a relatively passive game, and I know, yes, I have just gone to war with Carthage, but there was a reason for that. We're playing diplomacy, which means we need city-states to be able to vote for us, and using the war to take Kathmandu back from Carthage was a good move. I stand by that. You can actually now retreat and heal. But even if you're playing a defensive game, or a passive game, it's still very, very important to have a decent army size, because that helps the AI not to attack you. Let's just spread our religion to Leventa. Wasn't quite enough to knock them completely over, but we can do it on the next turn. So yeah, I mean, the AI will target players who have a weak army strength, so you should always have a defensive army. Oracle has been built in a land far away. Just not doing very well at all with wonders in this game, which is fairly typical. And at least those Songhai spearmen took out those archers for me, which may well have saved my hoplite there. The Songhai, of course, are right down here, so it's very possible that they might decide they're going to send a settler themselves. Okay, Hoplite. You've got a promotion. Now, I could insta-heal, which seems like the sensible thing to do. But I think I'm going to give you Drill, because you are in a heal, and I'm going to put you on Fortify until healed. Hopefully, you'll be able to fend off the attack there. It's probably the wrong move to make, but we'll see how it goes. So, we can't complete the Oracle, which was a shame, because we were about halfway through it. So, what else are we going to do here? Well, let's get that watermill going first. Get the extra production and food. See if we can actually finish this barbarian camp off once and for all. One more turn to clear, one more turn to take it, providing, of course, they don't spawn any more units. You guys, again, just stay on alert. You guys are going to heal up. You guys are going to pop again. There we go. We've spread Voltology to Leventa, which means we'll get a bit of influence with them. Missionary has been purchased in Athens. Okay, what's our automatic faith purchases on? Is it still missionaries? Can we buy anything else? We should probably be saving up for monasteries and pagodas. Get the benefits from those. Unit needs orders. Right, okay. You're kind of blocked in there, so you're going to have to go the long way around. You guys... What am I going to do with you guys? I already feel like I have too many workers. Let's go over there and build a farm. Catapults. Just heal up. More workers. You guys can do something. Go over there possibly and build a lumber mill. Okay, next turn. I know this video is running on a little bit, but we'll have one more turn. And then that'll be the end of it for us. Looks like the Songhai are actually giving us a little bit of assistance there with the barbarians as well. Our hoplite manages to survive another day. And he's standing on the spot that I want to settle. Washington wants to open borders. I'm going to say yes. I mean, it makes sense. We are friends and we are fighting a war together at the moment. And Leventa's now declared war on Dido. We do have Wales around as well somewhere. We've actually got a... Oh no, Argos loves the king because we've connected Wales up, because of course we are getting Wales from Leventa, I assume. So let's have a look. Yeah, we still need to take you guys out. This camp's pretty much always going to be in the fog of war, so it'll most likely respawn at some point anyway. Missionary, does anybody else need our religion? Genoa would like our religion. Where are you, Genoa? Find on a map. You are quite some distance away, and you are the other side of Persia, which is not great. Could try and spread my religion to... In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread my religion to Kuala Lumpur, because they don't have it. And the more of my neighbours that have it, the more protection it gives me... Oh, I've just clicked next turn again. The more of my neighbours that have it, it gives me more protection from other civilizations' religion, and it also helps my religion to spread more easily, so... That's the route I am going to take with that one. So this definitely will be the last turn. So we were selling iron to Washington. And we were getting spices from Washington. Don't really need the happiness, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got our cavalry here. So what do we go for? Let us build a barracks. We probably don't need it, but it's only 3 turns. We don't really have anything else we can build. And it means if we do start building more units, at least we'll have additional XP from them. We've got another companion cavalry here, which I'm going to use to guard. You guys can just build a farm, because I haven't really got anything else for you to do. You guys wipe out that camp. Now, if we're lucky, they won't spawn anything until the turn after next, which means we can take the camp. If we're unlucky, they'll spawn another unit on this turn, which will be a real pain. You guys have now finished that lumber mill, which means I really do feel like I have too many workers now. I certainly don't have anything else that really needs connecting up. Potentially will do here, although we've only got 2 more hexes here we can upgrade. I think I will send you over here, though, because we will get another city built. I think that is going to be the next plan. Catapult, you are just going to go on to alert. Oh, I've done it again. It's so automatic, just clicking next turn once I've actually finished doing what I'm doing. Okay, we'll try not to screw it up this time. All right, you guys head through. There we go. Okay, that's all we had to do. So that is a good base to end the video. So I have managed to do what I set out to do, which was to liberate Kathmandu. They're now my allies. Even if they cease to be my allies, they will still vote for me because I've liberated them. The only way that's going to change is if somebody else captures them, because then obviously if they belong to somebody else, they will vote. Well, they won't count as a vote because they'll just count as a city, but we'll lose Kathmandu's vote if somebody captures Kathmandu, and then if somebody else liberates Kathmandu, then they will get the vote. But as it stands, as long as nothing else happens to Kathmandu, they're always going to vote for us, which is fantastic. Need to keep friendly with Washington. Washington in Civ 5 does expand very fast and very rapidly, and we've already seen he's got quite a sizable army. Leventa's now our ally as well. We're doing quite well on gold. We could be doing a lot better. It's still early days though. We definitely need to make a lot of improvement. I guess at some point I need to spit out another settler, move it over here, hopefully get Old Faithful. We'll just get some extra science from that and happiness. So it is well worth having. And we'll start getting some more of the buildings that we need set up. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I hope you're still enjoying the series. I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.